you struggling with symptoms of arthritis such as pain, inflammation in joints, loss of function in joints, stiffness, or swelling? Hi, welcome back. I'm Saroja. I'm a holistic health coach who's trained in nutrition and homeopathy. Millions of people across the world suffer from symptoms of arthritis on a daily basis. Traditionally, doctors prescribe anti-inflammatory medication to relieve the pain. However, it fails to offer permanent cure since they are not dealing with the root cause of the problem or the complexity of the disease. In this video, I want to share some natural tips on how you can manage arthritis symptoms using nutrition and natural remedies. Let's get started. Rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic inflammatory condition that affects all the joints in your body, but especially the synovial membranes. It is a classic example of autoimmune disease, a condition in which your body's immune system attacks the body's own tissue. These joints are quite warm, tender, and swollen. As arthritis progresses, joint deformities result in hands and feet. Let's first understand what are the early signs and symptoms of arthritis. On the onset, arthritis is usually gradual, but occasionally it could be quite fast. Fatigue or weakness, low temperature fever, joint stiffness and joint pain might appear first, and these could be the early signs of arthritis. Several weeks later, the joints could become painful and swollen. Most people suffering from rheumatoid arthritis might feel fatigued or weakness, which could be caused because of anemia or loss of iron in their blood. How is arthritis diagnosed, and what are the tests that you can take in order to get a proper diagnosis of arthritis? Some of the early symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis are fatigue or weakness, low temperature fever, weakness in body, joint stiffness, joint pains, swelling or painful swollen joints. If you undertake X-ray, your X-ray findings might show soft tissue swelling, erosion of cartilage, and joint space narrowing. If you undergo a blood test, look for rheumatoid factor that is present in the blood. Accompanying symptoms like inflammation of blood vessels, skin nodules, inflammation of heart and lungs, enlargement of spleen, anemia, and low white blood cells count could also indicate that you are suffering from arthritis. What causes arthritis? There is evidence that arthritis is an autoimmune reaction where antibodies develop against components of joint tissues. What are the current medications that are prescribed by most medical doctors, and why does it not offer permanent relief? Standard medical therapy is limited in most cases of arthritis as it fails to address the complexity of the disease. Treatment generally involves the use of aspirin or other non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs for pain release. What does the natural approach to treating arthritis look like, and why do you need to go for a natural approach? Complex diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis can be treated best if you understand the root cause of the disease. The natural approach to treating rheumatoid arthritis involves many factors that contribute to arthritis, like poor digestion, food allergies, abnormal gut health, circulatory disorders, and excessive inflammatory processes in your body. Diet is used to control inflammation and has strongly implicated to arthritis for both cause and cure. Studies show that a diet rich in whole foods, vegetables, and low in sugar, meat, refined carbs, and saturated fat offers protection against arthritis. The main focus of dietary therapy is to understand any food allergies that you have or any foods that trigger the symptoms of arthritis and try to slowly eliminate them from your diet and see how it affects your body. No diet should promise overnight success. Healing takes time. If you suffer from arthritis, you need to include foods that reduce the inflammatory process in your body, thereby reducing the pain. You also need to include enough nutrients that promote the growth of good bacteria in your gut and also helps build cartilage in your joints. Now let's look at the beneficial foods and supplements that you can take to help you manage the arthritis symptoms. The first item is olive oil. Studies show that olive oil contains oleic acid, a monosaturated fatty acid that is converted into molecules with much lower inflammatory potential. Number 2. Fish oils. The most commonly used supplement for arthritis is fish oil and cod liver oil. Number 3. Ginger. Ginger contains active ingredients that contain anti-inflammatory properties and is shown to increase circulation. However, note that ginger can interfere with medications for blood thinning and should not be used if you have gallstones. Number 4. Fruits and vegetables. Research shows that people who have plenty of fresh fruit and vegetable, especially those containing vitamin C, seem to have lower risk of developing inflammatory arthritis. Brightly colored vegetables and fruits are richer in antioxidants. Calcium, which is the building blocks of bones. A healthy diet including all essential vitamins, minerals, particularly calcium, is very important. This is because people with arthritis need to keep bones and joints as strong as possible to prevent conditions such as osteoporosis, which is common in people with arthritis. The richest source of calcium are milk, cheese, yogurt, calcium-rich soya milk. 6. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is needed for your body to absorb calcium and it helps slow the progression of arthritis. The body produces vitamin D when you're outside in the sun. However, if you're missing sun in winter months, you can take vitamin D as a diet supplement or from an oily fish. Number 7. Iron. Many people with rheumatoid arthritis are anemic and therefore need more iron. Iron is found in red meat, oily fish, pulses like lentils, beans, dark green vegetables, especially spinach, kale and watercress. It may be best to avoid drinking tea with your meals as it may reduce the amount of iron that your body absorbs. Number 8. Selenium. Some studies have found that people with arthritis have low level of selenium in their blood. You can absorb selenium from natural sources such as Brazil nuts, meat and fish, as well as by taking supplement. Reducing weight. It is a good idea to maintain a healthy weight so you're not putting more pressure on your muscles. How can homeopathy help in arthritis treatment? Unlike traditional medication where it's only aimed at the physical complaint or pain of the disease, a homeopath looks at you as an individual and all the factors that are affecting your health. Some of the factors that are considered during homeopathic treatment is your family history and your genetic predisposition to some of the conditions, your immune system and how it is affecting your health, your mental and emotional state, and if you have been under chronic stress, trauma or any life incidents that have really affected you. So the treatment approach is really individualized to your particular needs. Since this approach is dealing with the root cause of the disease, it helps in alleviate the pain and the symptoms of arthritis for lasting relief. I hope you found this information useful and can benefit from some of the nutrition and supplement advice I've shared in this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family and subscribe to my channel so you get notified every time I post a new video on a Friday. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay healthy.